That's what they did. They came and did a visual inspection, asked if there any peel and paint. That was it.
But you don't know of an X-ray that's been done or a deeper test that's been done?
None of that. None of that. Okay. So how do I know that my son is still safe living in this apartment?
That was outraged New Yorker and mother Sharon Page, whose 4-year-old son suffers from apparent lead poisoning symptoms that she believes he developed as a result of living in their apartment. Good evening and welcome to Metrofocus. I'm Jack Ford. Recently, we told you about the shocking cover-up inside the New York City Housing Authority that was so egregious it sparked a public hearing. That hearing drew onlookers from across the tri-state. The public agency not only failed to inspect some 55,000 housing units for lead paint, but then apparently lied about it. And when they finally faced the music, frustrated residents in the city council overwhelmingly voiced their questions and their concerns. So, what is next for the embattled agency? Well, we're happy to have back with us the man who led the hearing, New York City Councilman Richie Torres. Councilman, always nice to have you here with us, and we always seem to have a lot to talk with you about.
It's an honor to be here.
So, you and I got together a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about what had been taking place, and then we talked about the anticipation of the hearing. The hearing took place. They were indeed riveting. When watching it, I think people were fascinated on so many levels by what was taking place. Let me ask you about a couple of issues here and see what your reactions were to them now after the hearings. One of the things that you said you wanted to hopefully get answers about is how it was that some 55,000 units would be ignored and people would not do what the law mandated. Did you find any answers to that?
It remains unclear to me because we're not speaking about one inspection in one apartment.
Right.
That's a staff level decision, right? But someone in the hierarchy of the New York City Housing Authority made a decision to suspend 55,000 lead safety inspections.
Yeah, this is not, as you said, this is not a situation where one inspector said, I'm going to take the afternoon off and go play golf, so I'm not going to do this. So did you get answers to how
who had the
that
authority to make the decision? Who possibly made the decision? And instead of answering the question clearly, the testimony of the chairperson was largely defensive and evasive and lacking in contrition. And I found it to be unacceptable.
You also wanted to get some answers about the fact that first you have failure to inspect, and then you have documentation that was clearly false, trying to contend that, yes, this all was done, or covering up the fact that it wasn't done. Did you get answers to how and why that had happened?
Well, in fact, when I asked the chairperson, when did you learn of the false certification? She first said she couldn't recall. She then said she first learned of it sometime in 2017. But how could it be that you learned of it in 2017 when you filed one of those false certifications in the fall of 2016? So there were contradictions in the testimony. The value of the hearing lies in crystallizing for the public just the layers and layers of falsehood and failure at the New York City Housing Authority, right? We found out from the DOI report that NYCHA has been out of compliance with lead safety laws from 2012 to 2016. We then found out that NYCHA had been falsely certifying lead safety inspections for those same 4 years. We then found out that when NYCHA resumed lead safety inspections, the inspections were done by NYCHA employees who did not have the proper training or certification.
It seems like it was a rush. Let's get some of these on the books.
And
is
then
that what
in
it
addition to
appeared
the
to you?
inspections, the actual abatements, the cleanup of the lead was done by NYCHA employees without the proper training and certification required by the Environmental Protection Agency. So there were simply layers and layers of failure. And then the chairperson testified before the City Council Committee under oath in March of 2016 that the Housing Authority was in compliance with Local Law 1, the lead safety law. She then found out within a matter of weeks that that statement was false. And instead of setting the record straight, she left uncorrected a statement that she made, a false statement that she made before the City Council under oath on the public record. That's unacceptable.
Did she say why?
She gave nothing but evasive answers and then finally acknowledged that she should have said more sooner, but it's not simply a failure of saying more sooner. It's a failure to tell the truth. It's a failure to provide truthful testimony to the City Council and a failure not to file false certifications with the federal government.
You had mentioned before that there were some investigations that could be potentially criminal investigations. Are they continuing?
So in addition to the Housing Authority, the DOI Commission, the Department of Investigations, came before my committee and confirmed that the investigations are ongoing. My understanding is that the federal government, the U.S. Attorney's Office, is finalizing its investigation and will eventually come out with a report that will document all the failures at the New York City Housing Authority. And it could be much broader than lead safety.
All right, last question for you, and I think this is something that the public would be extremely interested in. Are you confident that at least now moving forward, that these problems are going to be dealt with? And it might take some time, but that you will get the appropriate inspections and the appropriate abatements procedures will be taking place?
No, not without an independent monitor, right? The independent monitor is the only hope for bringing real transparency and accountability to the New York City Housing Authority. I think NYCHA has shown that it cannot be trusted to comply with the law on its own, and it cannot be trusted to report honestly on its compliance with the law. So for me, there is no substitute for an independent monitor as the truest source of accountability.
Well, Councilman Richard Torres, it's always helpful to have you here. You do a marvelous job of dealing with these issues and explaining them all to us. So we appreciate your spending time with us, and obviously we'll probably be talking with you soon about all this.
Well, and the investigation's continuing, so stay tuned.
You be well.
Thank you.